Hey everyone, how's it going? It is your pal, Sal here, and today we have a much requested video, so I should state the reason why we are here today and why I'm doing this. So we're getting really close to the end of 2020, thank God, right? And I want to do, my top 10 albums of 2020 at the end of the year, but here's the drift. I've only listened to 6, new albums this year. I've listened to plenty that are not from 2020, from the past, but I mean, obviously the past is always, the older albums are always better, but I was like, well, I do want to do a 2021, so I guess I'm going to have to kick it into high gear and start finishing, at least doing a little, maybe slightly more than 10, we'll see. But I've picked basically what I'm going to do for these, and we'll keep each one a shocker if you haven't seen the post. But today, we are going to be talking about Dua Lipa's second studio album, Future Nostalgia. So, why do I put why I'm here? This has been a very requested album. People seem to really, really like it. And I've kind of avoided it because, I really, listen, Dua Lipa is what the kids are listening to, and usually what the kids are listening to, not an icon, not for me. But I'm trying to get better at that. I truly am. Because, my cutoff date is, if you weren't out before 2005, I don't care. I'm trying to get better at that. I swear to God, I'm trying so hard to do that. And the thing is that I now have heard 2 Dua Lipa songs. Obviously, I heard New Rules from her first album when that came out, and that was fine, But I heard Levitating because of the Blessed Madonna remix that featured the iconic Madonna and Missy Elliott. And when I reacted to that, I was like, this is horrible. And I have to say, it's always nice to do these because I get to look back and see what I thought. My opinion has changed. I love the Blessed Madonna remix of Levitating. I think it's so much fun. I have it on my workout playlist. It works a lot better when you have headphones or a really good speaker system to listen to it, but that's the drift there. And she recently, Miss Dua Peep, did a song with Miley Cyrus called Prisoner, and I was like, you know what, I did like it. Dua wasn't my favorite part about that song, but I did like it. So I figured it was time to open my eyes and maybe experience this album that everybody's been telling me about. So just a quick little background on stats. This album, again, is her second studio album. It was released on March 27th of 2020, so right while we were in the midst of lockdown. So I didn't know that. It charted at number 4 on the Billboard 200, and it has also spawned a remix album, which is where Levitating, the Blessed Madonna remix, comes in. So there have been a total of 5 singles for this album, which included Don't Start Now, which charted at number 2, which makes me wonder if I've heard it, but I'm not sure. Physical, which charted at number 60. Break My Heart, which charted at number 13. Hallucinate was a non-US single from what I could gather, so it did not chart here. And Levitating, the remix, charted at number 20, but not the Blessed Madonna remix, some other remix that I didn't listen to. So the only song on here I know is Levitating. And I've listened to the original version of Levitating once, and I don't think it was all the way through, but that wasn't Miss Peep's fault. That was more that I just didn't have the time to, it was like a morning I was getting ready for work. I was like, I should probably listen to what this sounds like. But I decided to come into this with an open heart and an open mind and see if I enjoy it. And do I have anything else to say? I mean, I think the best thing to do is to get started. And we begin with track number 1, which is called Future Nostalgia. So for everyone who wanted this, here we go. Let's see if your pal Sal can like Dua Lipa. Here we go. Future. I love a good finger snap.
Wanna change the game like modern architecture. John Lautner coming your way. Wanna turn it up loud. Future nostalgia is the name. I know you're done trying to figure me out. Style, you can't be bitter if I'm out here showing my face. You want what now? Look, trying to figure me out.
This sounds familiar.
I know you ain't used to a female alpha. Figure me out.
This part I like.
Names on the tip of your tongue, keep it.
I enjoyed the verses. I really did like the verses, and I enjoyed the pre-chorus. But then the chorus, I was just kind of like, meh. I've said this before, but I find her voice really uninteresting. It just sounds like literally every other person that I can hear on the radio. this, I mean, like, I'm not, like, this was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but, I don't know. She was like, you're not used to dealing with a female alpha. And I was like, oh, bitch, really? Like, yeah, like, I haven't listened to a female alpha. So I was kind of like, no. I'm kind of shocked this wasn't a single. I could have seen that happening. But, Track number 2 is called Don't Start Now. Oh, and it's the first single and the highest charting single. This is a song on TikTok. I didn't know it was an actual song. Like, okay. Don't.
Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak
I didn't know.
change me? Maybe. Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away,
Okay.
you know how. If you
The production here is really nice.
anything can stop. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody.
Okay, I'm a little mad at myself. So I've heard sections of this song before on TikTok, and that's all I've ever given it the thought of, you know, the don't show up, don't come out. But with this being my first time actually sitting through, and maybe I've heard this on the radio, I don't know. But if that was the case, I didn't know it was Miss Lipa. But, you know, I actually really did like this song. Lyrically, I thought it was just it's very simple. She's like, listen, here's the thing, pal. If you don't want me to, like, see other guys go out or, like, you know, all this stuff, don't start now. Like, I'm already out. I'm already done. Like, no, we're not doing this right now. I'm having fun. It's over. Like, beat it. Bye. There's parts of this song that remind me a lot of a song that's on Melanie C's new album, you know, Miss Melanie C, and it's In and Out of Love. I didn't realize that these two sounded very similar, but you could put, I wonder if, oh my god, if someone did a mashup, I could see it happening. I'm putting it out there in the universe. But this is a really strong single. I actually really thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm mad that I didn't know that, like, you know, every time I hear a song on TikTok, I'm either like, wow, I'm like, I did not need to know that that was a full-ass song. I'm content with hearing the full version of this. I actually really did enjoy this, and I will definitely listen to it again. Track number 3 is called Cool, so let's see if it is. Oh, I like the sounds here.
All night. Keep it going till I see the sunlight. Gotta look nice and nice, you know. Baby, I can see us in the real life, you know. You got me losing all my cool, 'cause I'm burning up for you. In control of what I do, and I love the way you move.
I'm liking these little breaks I'm hearing in her voice. I appreciate that. It's adding character, and I like that.
Running out of juice, but it's only me and you. The way it's a streak, got me losing my senses. With your lips on mine, you got me losing all my cool. All night, you know, got me losing all my cool. Yeah, my love makes you brand new.
There's some nice vocals here. Whoa. That was really, really pretty. I kind of didn't want it to end. I mean, the general point of this song is that this guy has, like it says, he's got her losing her cool. Like, he's so amazing when she's around him that she can't stay cool. Like, she's like, ah! And I love that. Oh my god. What I love too is that, like, it reflects that feeling in the vocals. Like, I got losing on my cool. Like, she can't even come out with cool because she ain't cool. And there were some really nice layers to her voice. I really liked her when she was in her lower register. I think that really suits her. So far, this is my favorite. I would gladly listen to this again. Okay. I'm feeling good. I'm losing my cool at this stage of the game. Track number 4 is called Physical, so let's see if we can top Olivia Newton-John's version, or if, I don't think it's the same song, but here we go.
Common love isn't for us. We created something phenomenal, don't you agree?
Again, lower vocals, she does good here.
Don't you agree? All night, I'm riding with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on. Adrenaline
Oh, I like that.
rush. Oh, you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on.
Come on. I'm not completely sold on this one. There were parts of it I liked, much like the first song, Future Nostalgia. I really liked the verses and the pre-chorus, but the chorus wasn't really doing a whole lot for me. And here's the thing, I think it's fine if you call a song physical, like there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're gonna do that and, you know, have this very poppy album and then include the literal lines, let's get physical, I'm sorry, Dua, Olivia did it a million times better than you could have ever dreamed of doing that. So it's kind of like, if it's, I don't know. I think I would have liked this song better if it wasn't called Physical. Just hearing let's get physical, I was like, I could be listening to Physical right now and I could have a much grander time. Again, that's realistically, that's what's getting me, is the fact that she used that exact term. And I'm like, Dua, we could have maybe come up with something a little different, because this song doesn't necessarily have to be about let's get physical. Like I was getting, that's the thing, is that chorus or the pre-chorus and verses, I was just getting something so different. And I don't know, that just didn't work for me. I would listen to, again, I'll listen to it a few more times, because again, there were elements I liked, but I think that titling just kind of hinders it for me. And I don't know, because there are parts I did like, but no, I wish they had not named it this, or included the literal line, let's get physical. And I think if they had credited it as a sample, because it's not even technically a sample, but I mean, come on. I mean, come on, you know? But it's not, and I'm like, I don't know. But that's weird too, because, you know, then she does Prisoner with Miley that sounds like Physical, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, not for me. Track number 5, we have the one song that for a fact I do know, Levitating. Here we go. And I know the lyrics, so I feel like I can jam out to this right now.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for
Madonna.
a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life.
Come on.
You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me.
So this is like my first time, you know, fully listening to the original version, and it's nice. It's got a very it's very chill. It's very chill, and I didn't mind listening to it. I would listen to this one a few more times, but I mean, when you have when you bring Madonna and Missy Elliott, actual, you know, icons into the equation, it really changes the game. I miss Madonna so much with her Esther voice, like Heart and all those things. I miss that so much. I actually did prefer the beat too of the Madonna version. I like the it's a little fast. I didn't realize how much faster it was, because I remember in my reaction I said that the song had, what am I supposed to dance to this undanceable beat? Well, the remix is more danceable than this one in a sense. But I think I just prefer, I mean, come on, it's Madonna. It's freaking Madonna. And I didn't realize it, because again, it really helps when you listen to that song with headphones, but how their voices are layered. It's really nice, actually. In terms of the original, it's fine, but again, when you bring Madonna into everything, it just gets better. Track number 6, Pretty Please.
Somewhere in the middle, attention, yeah, you guessed it. The kind that's fine, hate it when you leave me unattended. Cause I miss ya, and I need your love. When my mind is running wild, could you help me slow it down? Put my mind at ease. Pretty please, sweet relief. Put my mind
My God. Whoa.
Make me feel so good. Would you help me out, please?
That was Pretty Please, and lyrically, I don't know if I was jiving with whatever was going on there. However, sonically, this one was pleasant to listen to. All the different sounds that were popping out in between and whatnot. There were parts of the beat, though, that sounded kind of similar, I think, to the remix of Levitating, and I was like, oh. As it stands, I'm not like a stan of this one, but I'm going to give it a like because I feel like it would be pleasant to hear in the background, and I think the different sonic sounds were nice, so I appreciated that. Track number 7 is Hallucinate, which was the non-US single, and I hope that I have a good feeling about this, because if there's anything I've learned from my reactions, is that usually the non-US single is the best one, because the US is stupid and we don't get the good ones. But here we go, Hallucinate.
And you know that I'ma love you like a fool, breathe you until I hallucinate.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I'll breathe you until I hallucinate. He's a drug.
Can do what I want. Oh baby, I can make it pretty. I can string you along. No, I couldn't live without your touch. No, I couldn't live when you call my name.
Okay, I like this.
And they don't fade when you come my way. I'm losing my mind. Hallucinate when you call my name. Got stars in my
I like that.
I'm losing my hallucinate when you call my name. Got stars in my
Oh! And I was right. Of course, this is what the international people got and not us in America. We wouldn't have taken it. We would probably, I don't even want to get into what we would have probably picked to be our #1 single. But this one was really nice. I like it that it was a party, and lyrically it was like this guy, he's a drug. He's a drug man, and when she takes him in, she's high as all hell. She's in Wonderland. She's Alice in Wonderland at this stage of the game. She's hallucinating. And I think this is really fun. I feel like this would definitely pop off in a club. It's the most clubby one to me so far that just sounds like if anyone's ever seen Showgirls, the scene where Nomi Malone is like in the club and she's like dancing crazy like that, flapping her arms. This is, I feel like, what she would be dancing to at the time. I like that. I'm going to put a like next to that because I think that was really good. And of course we didn't get it here. But it is what it is. What can I change? Track number 8, Love Again. We love an orchestra. Oh, hang on. I got a good feeling about this.
I never thought that I would find a way out. Spent so many nights on my own.
I feel that.
I never knew I had it in me to dance anymore. But goddamn, you got me in love again.
But goddamn.
Heaven's right here, babe. Love again. You got me in love again. You got me in love again.
Goddamn.
You got me in love again. Heaven's right here, baby. Touch me so I know I'm not crazy. Never, ever, ever met somebody like you. Used to be afraid of loving what it might do. But goddamn, you got me in love again. 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 You got me in love again and again and again and again and again.
Goddamn. Okay, that was gorgeous. I loved it lyrically. It started off, she was saying like, I thought I was never gonna go anywhere in life. I thought I could never dance again. And then she was like, goddamn, you got me in love again. And I was like, I love that rhyme. Goddamn, you got me in love again. I thought that this was a lot of fun. Musically, it was very playful. And that's what I loved about it. I loved doing the orchestra, but then the beat. The one thing, like I've said, and I've said this before again in here, is that I wish Dua was a little more playful with her vocals here. She does a little, I'll give her that, but not as much as I would have liked to have heard. But I really did like this. I would so listen to that again. Goddamn, that's all I gotta say. Track number 9, Break My Heart. This was also the 3rd single and the 2nd highest charting on the Hot 100 at number 13. So let's see if this one was a TikTok hit too. This is another one bites the dust. What?
I've always been the whirlwind. Center of attention, you know you can.
This sounds familiar.
You want from me whenever you want it, baby. It's you and my reflection. I'm afraid of all the things it could do to me. If I would've known it, baby, I would've stayed at home. 'Cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I know that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go.
Okay, so as I predicted, this was a TikTok song. This one I did enjoy. I feel as a full song, it's less impressive than Don't Start Now was. But I still did really enjoy it. And you know what? The lyric where she was like, I should have stayed at home because I was better off alone. I feel that too. Have you ever had a shitty ass night where you're like, okay, fine, I'll get all dolled up. And you just have a shitty night at the bar? I've been there a couple of times. And yeah, I feel that. And especially hers is more too about this guy that's just, you know, breaking her heart and, you know, all that stuff, all that jazz. But I was just kind of like, for me, it's just, you know, kind of been like, it's a bad night. But I did like this one. And again, the production is really, really playful. And I feel like this one I might have heard more of, like as a song, you know what I mean? But I did enjoy it, and it was pleasant to listen to. Track number 10 is called Good in Bed. So let's hear it.
Got me thinking it'd be better if we didn't stay together. Then you put your hands up on my waist. I know it's really bad, messing with my head. We drive each other mad. But baby, that's what makes us good in bed. Please, come take it out on me. I know it's really bad. But baby, that's what makes us good in bed. We drive each other mad.
Here's the ironicness of this whole thing, is that I thought her vocals were very playful in this, and I was like, oh my god, yay. But then the song I just thought kind of sucked, and I was like, I was like, oh my god, I was over this. I've heard better songs about being good in bed, and they didn't resort to this, whatever this was. Maybe we'll see how a few re-listens treat it, but at first glance, I was like, no. Track number 11, Boys Will Be Boys.
It's second nature to walk home before the sun goes down. Now put your keys between your knuckles when there's boys around. Isn't it funny how we laugh it off to hide our fear? But there's nothing funny now. When will we stop saying things? 'Cause they're all listening. No, the kids ain't alright. Oh, and they do what they see 'cause it's all on TV. Oh, the kids ain't alright. Boys will be boys. But girls will be women. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. But girls will be women. If you're offended by this song, you're clearly doing something wrong. If you're offended by this song, then you're probably saying, boys will be boys. But girls will be women. When will we stop saying things? 'Cause they're all listening.
I was not expecting a feminism statement to come out at the end of this album, and I'm here for that. Okay. So far, this is the song out of everything I've ever listened to by Miss Lipa that has like a ton of character in it, a ton of like personality in it, like especially from her. And she was like, if you're offended by this song, then you're doing something wrong. Now, I haven't looked into this until just now, but I was curious because I always have the Wikipedia page up. But it looks like Dua Lipa has a writing credit on every single one of these songs, so kudos to her for that. But this one, so yeah, she had a hand in writing this too, so it's like, I liked this because it showed character. You don't really hear too many songs like this, and if you do, it's hard to execute it well. Like when I was listening to this, I was thinking of Can't Hold Us Down by Miss Aguilera, and I was like, obviously it's very different in tone, but this was interesting. I found it really, like, I would not have imagined this being the closer to the standard edition of the album, but I was here for it. It had oh wow, whoa. That probably is going to pop off. I'm telling you, next Women's March, she's going to be there and she's going to perform that. But I thoroughly liked that. That was gorgeous. So Boys Will Be Boys is where the standard edition of the album ends. There is a couple of different editions of it, but basically on the digital and, well, I guess if it's digital and French CD and the record, there is another song, just one more, and it is called Fever, and it features a lady by the name of Angèle. Angèle? I think that's it. But here we go. This is Fever. So many weird sounds pop out you on this album.
Before you came around, I was doing just fine. Peut-être qu'avec du temps, ça partira.
Ooh, Angèle.
Et pourtant, je ne m'y vois pas. So can you check? Car dans mes yeux, ça se voit. La fièvre dans les yeux, oui, ça se voit. Mon cœur se serre, je te fais dans la voix.
You know, that was Fever, and there were parts of it that I actually did like. This Angèle, to me, does not... I liked her presence, but her voice, I mean, if you put her in a lineup, I couldn't tell you who that was. I think there's a million other girls that sound exactly the same in the pop industry right now. They may not speak French, though, so she's got that going for her. But other than a few like key parts, I understand why they didn't maybe want this on the album. It kind of sounds similar to some other things, and I think we dealt with similar territory already, and I didn't think we needed it. But I would listen to it again, because like again, I'm always curious, and you know, sometimes when you re-listen to things, you get a different feeling. But it's all right, you know. Okay, guys, so we did it. I finally listened to Future Nostalgia by Miss Dua Lipa, and I gotta say, I'm impressed with some of the things I've heard, but I'm not sold on Miss Lipa yet. So let's just go through and let's talk about the songs that I enjoyed. So realistically, I enjoyed quite a few of them. Only I didn't put a like next to 1, 2, 3 of them. So that's, you know, that's a little more than I thought. Well, technically, would I put one for Fever? I don't know. It's hard. But I really did enjoy Don't Start Now, Cool, Levitating, Pretty Please, Hallucinate, Love Again, Break My Heart, and Boys Will Be Boys. I think my favorites out of there are probably Don't Start Now, Cool, the Blessed Madonna version of Levitating, Love, what was it? No, Hallucinate, and Goddamn, You Got Me in Love Again. What was Break My Heart? I'm trying to remember that one. But you know, again, a few future re-listens. So realistically, I'm liking everything that was presented sonically, music-wise. I don't know if I was fully getting this future nostalgia type vibe that they were going for. I mean, in a sense, I was like, yeah, I get it, but I was also kind of like, I don't know if I like get it. But I think what really sticks out for me is that I'm just very underwhelmed. And it's not even that she has a bad voice, but Dua Lipa's vocals are just really kind of like, they sound like a lot of the other people that are on the radio right now. And she doesn't give a whole lot of variety in her delivery. I did enjoy the vocals on Cool. I think that's where she's shown the most. And Boys Will Be Boys showed her that she has more of a personality. But it's like, here's the thing. Everything I've seen of Dua Lipa, including this album cover, she looks so fucking bored. Like, she doesn't even want to be a pop star. Like, on the cover, she's like... And in, I remember, because I've not listened to the first album, but I know what the cover of the first album looks like, and she's just kind of like... bored, just everything that I've seen, she just always looks so bored. And I'm like, you're a pop star. And I remember, from what I've heard, it's better. I haven't seen anything. But there was a video that circulated for a couple of years on YouTube where it was like Dua Lipa having no stage presence for 2.5 minutes. And the thing is, considering that I'm a graduate of musical theater, a degree in musical theater, I'm very much what I like in my pop stars is personality. I'm not always looking for the strongest voice, but if your voice has personality, I'm all there for you. And I just don't really get that with Miss Lipa. I feel like these songs could have really been sung by anybody, and I don't know if they would have added anything new, but see, that's just really where it gets me, is that her as a person doesn't interest me. I'll go through and I'll take a look at maybe a couple of the performances and stuff like here and that and see how I feel, but as of right now, I'm just not sold on that. Will I give this album a few more re-listens? Yeah, I will. So here's like the thing I've been doing, because Lord knows I have no control over how I spend my money. I might buy the vinyl, because like that's how I've been listening to a lot of my music lately, and I kind of want to make it a goal that every album I reacted to on this channel, especially the 2020 albums, I own them on vinyl, because I think that's just nice. It's a little momentum for me. But as an artist, I'm not sold on her. As an album, this was tight. I enjoyed it. I mean, at only 11, when you count the bonus track, 12 tracks, real quick, in and out. I'm a little still underwhelmed by the beginning with the Future Nostalgia song, but it's fine. It's whatever. And Physical, they should have just renamed it. That kind of bothered me. But other than that, a solid album. Was good. I'm not going to go crazy about it. Who knows? Again, a few re-listens, we'll see where that'll take me. But I had a nice time listening to this, but I wish I was a little more sold on her as an artist. But I feel if she goes in the direction and the lyricism of Boys Will Be Boys for maybe her third album, I'd be more interested then too. So we'll see. It all depends on where life takes us. So what do you guys think of Future Nostalgia? Let me know in the comments below. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, Twitter at Sal Says Stuff, and I will see you guys very soon. You have an amazing day. Keep levitating, and I'll see ya. Bye.